What's going on, everybody? Welcome into a Saturday evening episode here on Jacob Sports and the Zander Krause Show. I'm here just to give you a quick update. Won't be a long live stream tonight. I just wanted to give everybody an update here as we are on the eve of the NFC title game. Can you feel the excitement building in the air? I can. I was out in Philly tonight. I can already feel the energy in the city gearing up for a postseason run, a playoff run. So exciting times in the city. And gear up, everybody. The fun really starts tomorrow. And if the Eagles can handle business tomorrow versus, I believe, a team they're much better than, it could start the first of a couple week run here where this city is going to be blazing and on fire, man. And it could be a historic moment. So take it all in, enjoy it. What's going on, everybody? I appreciate those who are watching the show tonight. Don't forget to hit that like button for me. This is the latest update on the Philadelphia Eagles versus Washington Commanders game in the NFC title game. All right. Daron Payne for the Washington Commanders, one of their great defensive tackles, is out. Okay. Going all up the week. I'm like, okay, he didn't practice today, but I thought for sure it was one of those playoff things with a veteran player where you rest him during the week and he'll be ready to go for the game. He has been ruled out. I couldn't believe when I heard that. Their efficiency on first down drops from league high 69% to 55% when he comes out of the game. So watch out for Saquon Barkley in this game, guys. Everything is going in his favor. And I believe that Saquon Barkley could have a massive game without Daron Payne for the Washington Commanders. As far as the Eagles go, I don't have confirmation yet that Cam Jurgens will play. But if you read the tea leaves, it looks like Cam Jurgens is going to play. Okay, earlier this week, the Philadelphia Eagles signed Cameron Irving, who's Cam Irving, offensive lineman, who really is an old veteran player who was brought in here as an insurance policy if Cam Jurgens couldn't play. Well, he was released from the practice squad, and the Philadelphia Eagles have elevated now Corey Blasingame and linebacker Nick Morrow. These are the same two elevations that you had in last week's playoff win over the LA Rams. So if you read the tea leaves and you look at it, you can say here, okay, it looks like the Eagles didn't elevate the backup center. Feels like it's going to be a go for Cam Jurgens. So it looks pretty good for Cam Jurgens. I'm thinking Cam Jurgens is going to end up going tomorrow, which is great news. And then on the other side, Commanders lose Daron Payne. So big stuff there. And, from the looks of it, everybody, it does look like the Philadelphia Eagles are going to be healthier potentially coming into this game. Now, you still have some questionable injuries. Nobody's fully healthy at this time of the year. If they're on the field, the next question becomes efficiency and how good they are, through their injuries. So it certainly does feel like the Eagles are a little bit healthier coming in, two trench guys. Look, this is a trenches game. I've thought that all week. And if you look at it, Eagles are healthier in the trenches and the Commanders are down a key offensive lineman and a key defensive lineman. That's major advantage for the Eagles in being able to do what they want to do. We want Jalen Carter to wreck the game up the interior. That helps with Sam Cosmi out. We want to block and have a big run game tomorrow. Boom. That helps with Daron Payne out. So everything is kind of breaking for the Philadelphia Eagles. And I mentioned at the start of the show, I was out in the city tonight, and I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but normally I'm pretty spot on with stuff like this. You can feel the energy in the air. You can feel that it's Philly's time right now. Everything seems to be breaking for the Eagles, and we're a better team than the Washington Commanders, so we should handle business tomorrow and be able to move on to a Super Bowl and gear up, baby. I'm already excited for a potential run, but got to handle business first. Got to handle business first tomorrow. So that's the update on the injuries. Daron Payne officially out, and Cam Jurgens not officially a go, but again, if you read those tea leaves, certainly looks like Cam Jurgens will go tomorrow for the game. So big news there, big stuff. Now let me get into my prediction. I've given it already once. I gave it earlier today with big sales. I'm going to give it here again. It's 28-16 Philadelphia Eagles. And if you listen to the shows on Friday, you said, Zander, you had 26-23. I know. I've upped it. I've changed it. Something has come over me. Well, first off, I was talking to John McMullen, and he gave me some interesting information off the record. So I don't want to share that on the record. And it's nothing crazy big, but it's something that really assured me that this team is as ready to go as you would want them to be. All right, this team is ready to go, and I would expect a big defensive performance tomorrow. I think Vic Fangio Zach Bond and Jalen Carter are going to have Jaden Daniels really struggling. And I have 28-16 Birds winning the football game tomorrow. So that's going to be my score prediction for the game. Again, I upped it from 26 to 23. I just have that feeling, man. It feels good right now as we go into this game, and everything is working for them. So, I think tomorrow's a run game. You dominate the trenches like we normally always do in Philly. I mean, let's be real. We always dominate the trenches. And I got 28-16 Philadelphia Eagles. Now, one other thing I want to talk about real quick before I wrap up this show. Like I said, I'm not going too long tonight. I just wanted to give everybody a quick update. Yeah, I can't sleep. It's the night before the NFC title game. I'm working on some pre- and post-game stuff for tomorrow. It's one of those nights where you just can't sleep getting ready for this game. But the one other thing a couple other things, but one thing here I want to talk about is Frankie Louvu in this game. I know everybody loves to talk about the dirty conversation, and I'm not talking about the dirty conversation. I'm talking about you need to match this guy's physicality tomorrow. Don't let this guy put a hat on your quarterback and change the outcome of this game. Don't let it happen. So if you're the Philadelphia Eagles, don't go into this game crying he's dirty. If you're a fan, don't start crying he's dirty. We got to put a head on. We got to match this guy's physicality. You want to come and play like that? We got to play like that too. You got to take him out of the game that way. Not crying about officials, not crying about whether he's dirty or not. That's beside the point. He can change the game if you allow him to change the game. Don't allow him to change the game. And I'm sure Jordan Mailata knows that. And he's going to have a good game plan for Frankie Louvu. I'd like to see a Landon Dickerson pancake block. Somebody put that in my mentions earlier today. So I'd love to see something like that as well. And I want to say one other thing here. I put out a tweet a little bit earlier, all right? And I tweeted, it's Philly's time, all right? Buckle up. A potentially historic next couple weeks starts tomorrow. The city is going to be jumping. All right, so the one other thing I want to remind you guys tonight is enjoy everything that we have tomorrow with this game and with everything that's going to come, good and bad, from the game, what you're going to learn. This is all part of the beautiful process of football. This is why we love this sport so much. You don't get these feelings for playoff basketball and I love playoff baseball, but it's just not the same. Football is what we all love, is what we gravitate toward. And, to have a chance to be in the NFC title game is truly an awesome thing. And I'm ready to go, baby. I'm ready to go, man. This city is fired up. This city's ready to go. Exactly. And I'm with Daz, who just puts in the chat, this will be remembered 40 years from now. Daz, this is when you get into the times of I thought Celia said it perfectly earlier today. Regular season talk is one thing, right? That's one thing. You get into an NFC championship game now, this is where histories are made. This is where careers are made. This is where you tell the stories of certain players and certain teams. Think about that. Think about what this team has the opportunity to write in the history books. Think about what this city has the opportunity to do, what these players have an opportunity to do, what Jalen Hurts has an opportunity to do. Boy, can you imagine? Man, I can't sleep. It's like Christmas Eve. I mean, what's going through the mind of some of those players, man? So I just wanted to check in with everybody, give you guys an update on some of the injuries. I will take a couple of comments before I get out of here. Great to see some of my great Jacob Nation people in the chat, man. Love all you guys. M. Reyes, Philly Dom, Jack Straw, Chan. What's going on, everybody? Good to see you guys checking in. Chan says, Zander, it's past my bedtime. The F you doing online? Chan, I can't sleep, man. I can't sleep. I'm fired up for this NFC title game, man. I've been watching YouTube all night. I click, you know how you can click on which topic you like at the top of your YouTube feed. I've been clicking Philadelphia Eagles and watching every video that comes up. I was watching Philly 500 earlier. I was watching Josh Davis. I was watching NFL, Eagles, unscripted, you name it. Old playoff games. I'm just fired up. And, I keep thinking about how what I just explained with how history, this is when history is made. This is when, you really remember teams in Philadelphia history. Like, think about it. For those who've been a fan of this team for a long time, who are the teams that stick out, right? It's obviously the teams that go or the 2004 team, or the teams that go the distance, the teams that make history, or the teams that get to these moments and ultimately live up to it. And I'm super excited for the opportunity this team has in front of them. I think they're going to fully seize it. And some of the stuff I heard this week, I told you guys, I heard some stuff off the record, and I'm jacked up, man. And this team is fired up. Don't for one second think that this team is going to let you down when it comes to effort or any of those things. This team is focused. They're locked in. They're ready to go. Give credit to Nick Sirianni. Give credit to Jalen Hurts. Give credit to the assistant coaches. Give credit to every guy wearing a C on their chest, because this team is unified. Some of the stuff I heard that came out of the locker room this week, off the record stuff, was really awesome. Nothing big. I'm telling you, it was nothing big, but it was enough to make me say, that's the type of team that has championship DNA. That's the type of team that has championship DNA. And it got me jacked up, man. It really got me jacked up. So, again, I want to thank everybody for being here. I'll take a few comments, man. I'll take a few comments before I get out of here. Jason, A-Team, this team is going to do it. Just a feeling. A-Team, I've had that feeling all day, man. I've been hopped up all day. Literally. That's why I tweeted that out. It's Phillies time. It's Phillies time. It feels like it's Phillies time. It feels like it's Jalen Hurts' time, too. It feels like it's Jalen Hurts' time, too. You know, I want to give credit to Jalen Hurts for something on this show tonight. All right. And I think you guys will be able to like this. You know, my favorite, and Mike M, I appreciate your super chat. I'm going to get to it in a second. All right. Thank you, Mike. You know what I love most about Jalen Hurts? Of all the things I love the most about Jalen Hurts. All right. I love that Jalen Hurts practices what he preaches. Okay. It's one thing to go up to a podium and say some stuff, or have slogans, or have a mentality, or, you know, read the cereal box phrases like people say, or whatever they call them, the Instagram quotes that he says. Jalen Hurts lives by everything he says. You know, I was going back on Jalen Hurts' career, because he's such a highly debated and talked about quarterback. And I love it. The conversation's great. You know, I see both sides of it, but my favorite part about him is, you know, what's the main phrase you think of when you think of Jalen Hurts? Keep the main thing main thing, right? And when he says that, what does he mean? He means winning. And if you look at this guy's career, and I don't give a shit about the teams around him, that's not what I'm talking about. You look at this guy's career. He was 26-2 as a starter at Alabama. He went to Oklahoma and won 10 football games. He came into the league. His first year starting, he had a winning record in the NFL and a playoff berth. His down year, 23 was the worst year of his career. And he was what, 10-7 last year? 11-7? 11-6? I mean, this guy practices, and now we're 16-3 in the last 19 games. I mean, that's my favorite part about you. It's one thing to get up there and say, keep the main thing the main thing, and you're worried about everything else, or your actions don't align with your words. His align. He doesn't give a shit what Dan Sileo says or what Zander Krause says about the stats or the yards or this. He says that we win the football game. And it'd be one thing if you were only winning them here and there. He's winning them at an impressive clip, and that's easily my favorite part about Jalen Hurts. But I just wanted to share that with you guys. Seth Shifley, what's up, man? Good to see you guys. Saquon Barkley going to eat all game long. Yeah, man. Daron Payne ruled out. Confirmed official, ruled out. So, you know, I put up a stat earlier, and I don't have it exactly right in front of me right now, but they have a stat of first down efficiency. And the Commanders were amongst the top in the league when Daron Payne is on the field. And that basically means slowing down the run on first down. And then they dropped to near the bottom of the NFL in first down efficiency when he's not on the field. So definitely look for Saquon Barkley tomorrow. Saquon Barkley should have a very big game tomorrow. Mike M checks in. What's up, Mike? Did you see the video of Nolan repeatedly calling JD a back? They may barbecue his ribs all over again. Yeah, man. I saw that. I didn't really know what Nolan was doing at first. And then somebody alerted me to that on the channel. And I was like, damn. Nolan's out here playing games, baby. So I'm fired up. Look, this team is ready to go. I'm telling you right now, you know, and I keep saying I heard something off the record, and I wish I could share it with you guys, but I'm not going to do that because John asked me to keep it off the record. But this team is fucking ready to go. All right? This team is fucking ready to go. They really are. They're 100% ready to rock in this football game. And like I said, it's football. Anything can happen any given Sunday. All right, I'm not going to dismiss our opponent coming into this game, but don't for 1 second think that this team, you know, if they were to lose this game, lost because they weren't together or they weren't giving their 100% effort or they weren't fighting as a team or they had locker room issues. All those things are fake news. They're fake news. This team has the togetherness of a championship unit. They do. They 100% do. And that's where Nick Sirianni is going to deserve some credit, man. So let's see how it unfolds tomorrow. What do you guys got, man? Give me some score predictions in the chat. Give me some score predictions in the chat, all right? Give me some score predictions in the chat. Devin says, are you going to be able to share after we win? Honestly, Dev, probably not. But I will say this. It's not as big as I'm making it out to be, but it's something that you hear as a fan. I'm a fan, and I'm now kind of in the mix of covering the team and stuff. So it's kind of a hybrid role for me. The team is ready to go, man. And hearing what went on and how they're kind of galvanized all around each other, it just, like I said, it gives you the feel of championship DNA. It's hard to know that without being inside the room, right? Because you only see certain moments of the team, the certain moments of their togetherness and the way they fight for one another and talk to one another and communicate. And we only see the scripted stuff that the Eagles, put out. And when I heard this, I was jacked up. I was really jacked up. So I'm super pumped for this team, man. I think tomorrow is going to be a massive day. I think tomorrow is going to be a day that this city will tell the history on for a long time. Just like we talk about that 2017 NFC Championship game where we made the Minnesota Vikings our bitch. I think that's what you got coming tomorrow, and we'll see how it all breaks out. Good stuff, everybody. I appreciate everybody in the chat, man. What do we got score predictions? Chosen Chef says 24-21 Birds. I like it. Good score. I think it's going to be a little better than that. Jalen Hurts Burner checks in. 31-13. Jalen Carter breaking shit. I like it, man. That's a lot of points, but I do like it. Philly Don. What's up, Philly Don? 34-24 Birds. I like it, Don. But that's 34 points is a lot, man. My one concern with that many points is, I do think Jalen's going to have to deal with this knee injury a little bit in the game to at least a certain extent. And that could take away maybe some of those big play opportunities, that he has. So good stuff there. Eagles win 31-23, 38-21 Birds. Man, a lot of big scores you guys got. JB Eagles 31-17, 42-7. Holy shit. This is a good one. Just Mike, 31-26 Birds. I love it. I love a good score there. 27-20, Jack Straw. My God, Jack. Good stuff there. I like it, Jack. Appreciate that. Professor checks in. What's up, man? Zander, what's on the menu tomorrow for the game? Pizza, wings? I might do wings, man. I might do wings. Get some, homemade wings. I might do wings and have them. I've worked during the game, Fiddleware, so I don't pop up and relax like I'm sure you guys will be doing on the game, which is great. I love that you guys are gonna have the chance to do that. One other thing, J5 with $5. Thank you, brother. If you had a comment, you don't need to send another super chat. You can put it in the chat and I'll read it. Thank you for the $5, man. I appreciate it. I do want to give an update. I was able to get some more giveaway stuff for everybody today. Everybody that wanted a different size, I was able to work out. All right. So Cody K, I got yours. Philly Don, I got your size. Devin Parker, I got yours. And who was and Chuck Hutton. So I got all four of the people who needed a different sizing. I got everybody straightened out. I'm sending all those out on Monday. And then I got a few more jerseys. I got a couple more legend jerseys to give away. So I'm super jacked up, man. And I'm going to be going back some more to even get some more. So super pumped about everything we got going on in the channel, man. Make sure you guys are locked in because it's going to be an epic couple of weeks leading up to this game. Neil says, in case anyone was wondering, Saquon breaks a single-season rushing record with another 148. Yeah, Neil, I'm going to take the over on that, my friend. I'm going to take the over on that. Does J-Mac's comment have to do with Joe Witt's comment? No, it does not, Siglord. It does not. It does not. It's nothing too big, man. It's nothing too big. It's enough to make me believe in the championship DNA that this team has. Because like I said, it's one thing to analyze it from the outside. And you only hear so much. I'd love to be credentialed, but I'm not. So I can't get in the room. And, just talking to John, and I spoke with a few other people, they confirmed some of the stuff that I wanted to hear, and again, a lot of this is my take too. It's not these people saying this to me that, they have championship DNA. They're telling me the stories. And then that's my conclusion from what I'm hearing. So I'm super jacked up about what this team is about to do tomorrow, man. History can be made tomorrow. History could be made. Neil, I don't know, man. They won't give me it. The Eagles PR, they don't, they're like Fort Knox, man. They don't give out credentials much. I'd love to try and have a conversation with Bob Lang and the whole PR team and, get credentialed. I think that's worth it, man. We're obviously one of the bigger channels that covers the Philadelphia Eagles, and we do it differently than most other people. We're live all day. A lot of people look at other channels like, they have this many subscribers, but they don't have the same style of content that we do, and it's different. I like our style. I love our style of content. All right, everybody, that's going to do it. I just wanted to get live. I wanted to give you guys the update. Obviously, just to recap, Daron Payne out for the Commanders. Huge, guys. Huge a loss. That's like us losing. I don't want to say Milton Williams because he's better. It's better. He plays more. I don't want to say Jalen Carter either because Jalen Carter's rarefied air. But in between those two players, right? In between those two players, an impact player on the defensive line, man. Maybe you could compare it to like maybe losing like a Nolan Smith, a different position, but something like that. So should be a good one tomorrow. I'm gonna try and wind down. All right, make sure everybody's tuned in tomorrow for the pregame show. We're gonna start at 1:30. I might go a little long in the pregame show, and try and go 90 minutes up to 3 o'clock. I think kickoff will probably be 3:15, 3:20, somewhere in that range. So make sure everybody's locked in on the content, and we'll have the pregame, the halftime, the postgame tomorrow. It should be good, man. I am fired up and ready to go. Yeah, I'm working on some different changes in here, Matt. I got the neon sign, but it's not quite working out like I wanted it to right now. So I'm going through some stuff with it. YXNGBT. I'll call you BT. All right, man. I'll call you BT. Zander, dude, I don't think I'm going to sleep tonight. You and me both, brother. I'm not nervous though. I'm excited. I'm not nervous. Somebody asked me, I'm a little nervous. I'm like, I'm not. Honestly, I'm not. If you told me to pick, Zander, if you had to pick, will this be a blowout or a one-score game? You can only take one pick. I know I picked a double-digit win, but I'd pick a blowout before I would pick that this is going to be a one-score game. I think there's a better chance that this is a blowout than there is a close game. What time will pregame start? 1:30 tomorrow, Pin. All right, 1:30 p.m. Eastern time. 1:30 p.m. Eastern time. Neil says close. Just Mike says one score. Could be. We'll see how it all unfolds, man. Appreciate all you guys tuning in tonight. Don't forget to hit that like button for me. All right, hit that like button on your way out. Appreciate all you guys. See you next time tomorrow. Big game day. See you on the channel, guys. Appreciate it.